Hello, hello, this is Fear Dragon coming at you with another StarCraft 2 netcast. Today we have a Terran versus Terran, another mirror matchup from the HP Trophy number 2, Eclypsia versus Team Millennium. If you have not seen game number 1 or game number 2, go ahead and check those out so that no results will be spoiled. But if you're still around, I'm going to assume you have seen it. We're going to go ahead and jump in and introduce these players. Spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner of, the top right-hand corner of Shakuras Plateau, we have the tried and true red player representing Team Millennium. It is going to be MilleniumForGG, the Korean Terran player and ex-Brood War player. And we're going to see what his plans are in this TVT against his opponent. Spawning up here in the top left-hand corner of Shakuras Plateau as the blue Terran player, we have the French Terran. He is also an ex-Brood War player, but still a foreigner. So we're going to see how good his TVT is. His name is SarenS, and he is representing Team Eclypsia, also nicknamed the Pianist, due to the way that he actually ends up playing StarCraft 2. Looks like he is playing a piano with the keyboard. Anyways, now that we have introduced those players, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about this series. It's currently tied up 1-1, and wow, we've actually seen oh my god, hold that thought. We actually see a proxy Rex out of SarenS. Now, we do see the supply depot back at home, and we actually see a refinery going down. So this is likely going to be some kind of marauder play. He's going to add on a tech lab or something of the sort. We're going to see how well and effectively that's going to end up working out as we see. Oh my god, 4GG's barracks is a little bit behind, just slightly. Now he is going to have that defender's advantage, but it's going to be so difficult for 4GG to actually defend against this. But anyways, we do know that this is in fact tied up 1-1, so whoever takes this is going to take the lead in the series. This is a best of 5, so that means that whoever takes the lead in this game is going to be coming out way ahead. They only have to win one more after that. That means that they have one extra game that they can kind of just do whatever they want, try and go for some kind of crazy cheese or something, and just try and get lucky. Now we do end up seeing SarenS going ahead and giving that scout around. Now, of course, 4GG is actually not scouted out at all, but we do see a factory coming down. Oh man, it's going to be so difficult for 4GG to defend against this if that first Marauder comes out, and it looks like 4GG might actually end up going for some kind of reactor Hellion opening. Oh man, it's going to be so difficult for him to defend against, as we do see concussive shells coming out, and of course, SarenS getting out that Marauder in just a couple of seconds. I don't know, those Marauders do have quite a bit more health than those Marines, so they are going to be able to also do a good job tanking damage. Now this SCV being as annoying as possible, getting as much scouting information as possible. Of course, he did not see that there was that second gas geyser going down. Now, the second gas geyser actually kind of tells me that we might actually be seeing a very fast starport. There it is, the starport. We might be seeing some kind of Banshee opening from 4GG, but he's going to have to hold off this aggression before he has the opportunity to get any Banshees down. There are two Marines up against this one Marauder and this one SCV, and a second Marauder actually following up. The first Marine is going to go down. Now we see a lot of SCVs being pulled from 4GG, but of course, those Marauders, oh my god, where are they? There they are, actually. Now we see the two Marauders doing some nice cutting action, but a nice surround from 4GG's SCVs on that one Marauder. Going to be able to take out one of them, but of course he is losing quite a bit of mining time. He's going to have to be very careful as the third Marauder is going to be coming, but it looks like it doesn't matter. The second Marauder gets surrounded and completely taken out. Now, of course, SarenS is still macroing behind this. We can already see that even though he is a little bit down in that SCV count, he is still producing those SCVs and trying to build up an economy behind this, throwing down some barracks and stuff. But we do see another Marauder getting surrounded, so some great control from 4GG, but he is ending up losing quite a few of these SCVs. And I think that, you know, if SarenS can just do a little bit more damage, delay 4GG a little bit more with this pressure, then he will actually be able to come out into a decent position in this game, but he still has to do a little bit more damage. We do see that there is some nice little focus fire down, taking out that Marine. He's going to be able to do some good damage now over to these SCVs, but of course the Banshee is about to pop in. Once that Banshee pops, that means no more pressure is going to be possible from SarenS, and we do see finally that Marauder is taken out with another Marauder popping, but oh my god, it looks like the Banshee is just going to go ahead and go straight to his opponent's base. He knows his opponent is going to be lacking any kind of buildings in his main due to the fact that he did decide to go for this big aggression build, and it's going to be so difficult for him to defend against that Banshee. The Banshee is going to be popping in, but there are missile turrets already out the time that he was doing all that aggression did give him time to really react to the fact that there is going to be that Banshee. The Banshee is actually forced to retreat without really doing any damage. So, oh my god, this is actually going to be a huge waste. Now we do see another Marauder out on the field, and actually a supply block going down. So it looks like his pressure is finally starting to get to 4GG. We can even see the worker count is actually dead even, but now with that SCV being taken out, it's actually going to be going in SarenS's favor. Now, of course, you have to remember that 4GG still has the tech advantage. He has this factory out with a tech lab actually already done, and in comparison, it looks like only now is Saren actually starting off that factory of his own. Now, it looks like actually Saren is even going to lose this tech lab that was researching combat shields. Oh no. It's going to be a huge loss for SarenS. He's going to actually have to cancel that now, and we do see the barracks lifting up. That's going to go ahead and try and get a little bit of scouting information, but it's going to be greeted by these 3 Marines saying, no, you've done enough scouting of my base with your Marauders. You don't get any more scouting information, but of course, it's going to take a little while for those Marines to pull off that barracks. And now, we are finally seeing this game settle down just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look once again at that worker count. We do see 4GG is a little bit behind by 2 workers. Not the biggest loss in the world, but still noticeable and definitely going to play a little bit of an impact in this matchup. As a 2 workers still going to make a pretty big difference considering it is a mirror matchup. It's going to make all the difference in terms of just the fact that both these players are going to be probably going for something a little bit similar, as we do see that starport finally starting up for SarenS, and now with that factory out and the tech lab down. Oh my god, he actually might get the Banshee. That's actually going to be a huge win for SarenS. But in the meanwhile, he's going to be getting out that siege tank count, as he's going to be slightly behind, but not too far behind. The main thing I am worried about for SarenS is the fact that he's not going to be nearly as high in the number of Marines as we can see over here. Actually, I take that back. It's going to be actually very close, but the one thing that 4GG has going for him is he does have this Banshee actually with Cloak now, so he can do a good amount of damage, and he can start picking away at these Marines with that nice little Banshee micro. As you can see, actually, the Banshees, because they are a flying unit, they can have a little bit of momentum as they fire, and because of that, they can actually kite these Marines one micro very, very well, and we do end up seeing that, oh no, there's no more scans left, and this Banshee still has a good another 10 seconds or so with that Cloak left, so he's going to go ahead and retreat, taking the damage that he can, at least on those Marines, at least, not really on the economy per se, but in the meanwhile, that's going to give him the opportunity to go ahead and expand behind all this. Now, we do end up seeing a nice little push out from 4GG. He can do a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and see where his siege mode is. It looks like it's only just now starting. It's going to be very interesting to see how much damage he can actually end up doing. And oh my god, a second Banshee coming in once again, and the dot. It looks like there might have been some lag or something. But we do end up seeing this Banshee starting to rack up the kills, and oh my god, if he is able to take out this many Marines, it's going to be so difficult for SarenS to defend against this big push that's coming out, and oh my god, he even sacrifices the Banshees just to kill off all the Marines, and now what is there left to defend? We do see 2 siege tanks with siege mode already done, already coming out. They're going to land some really big hits on MilleniumForGG's army, but it looks like the siege tanks are taken out, and now with 3 Marines and 2 siege tanks left over, the siege tanks are going to get taken out by SCVs. Wow, oh no, actually, this siege tank still left alive, and oh my god, this siege tank is barely going to go down, but with the Banshee coming out, what is there to defend? There are going to be 2 Marines popping out very soon, but we can even see a continuous rally of units from 4GG coming out, and this Banshee is going to be able to do an insane amount of damage, actually taking out the siege tank even, and now he's going to be able to start counter firing down some of those SCVs until these Marines pop out. And now with an additional Marine and siege tank rallying over, and of course, more importantly, an expansion coming out of 4GG, he's going to be looking to be in such a good position in this game. He's already ahead 10 workers and is continuing to take out additional workers, and then he is trying to, or it looks like SarenS trying to keep those workers money on the right side of this base, but it's not going to matter. We do see 4GG coming in with additional units, and I don't think that SarenS has a response. He's trying to take out this Banshee with his Viking, but it looks like the Banshee is even going to be able to get away. Oh no, and even going to potentially lose that Viking. No, just barely keeps it alive, but with that reactor going down, he's going to have even less Marines coming out, even canceling one of those Marines coming out. There's going to be the GG coming out from EclypsiaSarenS, and that is going to put 4GG and Team Millennium 2-1 in this best of 5 series, so they only have to win 1 more game. They're going to be feeling pretty freaking comfortable in this best of 5 series. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 4 in just a second. There should be an annotation somewhere below. to go ahead and take you to game number 4. So go ahead and click that. But if you enjoy my commentary in any capacity whatsoever, go ahead and click the like button, and also go ahead and subscribe if you feel so inclined. But yeah, that's going to be the end of game number 3. So I'll see you guys in game number 4. Nothing else to say, folks.